Hello and welcome to Prize Picks presents Dial C for Cricfit. It's the ultimate match between two blues. Today it's Delhi Capitals versus Mumbai Indians at the MA Chidambaram Stadium. Exciting match. You have Rohit Sharma at one end, Rishabh Pant at the other. We know how good buddies they are while playing for India. But let's see how this battle goes here. We have Rohit, Rishabh at one end, two captains. Let's see how this goes here. But before that, toss update coming right in. Mumbai Indians have won the toss yet again and they have elected to bat first. No surprise here from Mumbai Indians and especially at the Chennai track because in the last 3 or 4 games which have happened at Chennai, the captains which have won the toss have elected to bat first because scoring in the initial overs in the initial phase of the match is considered easier than taking the match deep. Whereas in Wankhede Stadium, it's the exact opposite. The side batting second has an unfair advantage because there's something called as due that comes into play. But talking about today's game, Mumbai Indians have won the toss. They have elected to bat first. I have posted a link in the comment section below. Do hit that link and join our live right away. We will be here. You can join us in our discussion. I'll pull you up here on the screen and then we'll have a nice discussion here. So do hit the link and join in and we'll make sure that we are up for a very healthy discussion here. So I have got the Delhi Daredevils playing 11 here, and from what I can make out is Hetmeyer and Amit Mishra both have made their way back into the side here. So I am assuming that they have dropped Chris Wokes here. That's the one change coming in, and Amit Mishra comes in for another player here. I'm still trying to make out who that player is, but yeah, Shimron Hetmeyer is in. You have Amit Mishra in, so we'll have to see who has gone out here. And also for Mumbai Indians, we have Jayant Yadav that has come in. Jayant Yadav comes in for Mumbai Indians. So, this was pretty much expected, I think, because at the Chennai track, spinners have been favoring, and we have seen in the past what change the spinners bring up here. So, Jayant Yadav for Mumbai Indians and Amit Mishra for Delhi Capitals. These are the changes that have come into play. Obviously, they have also brought in Shimron Hetmeyer. I'm still not sure who has made way for Shimron Hetmeyer, but if we look at the Mumbai Indians lineup here, Dekok, Rohit Sharma, Surya Kumar Yadav, Ishan Kishan, Hardik Pandya, Kyron Pollard, Krunal Pandya. So here Jayant Yadav has come in, and I can see that I'm still not able to make out here, but let's see who has made out here and who has made way for the player here. Jayant Yadav is in. That's for sure. Yes, he is. And Adam Milne misses out, which means Mumbai Indians are playing with just 3 foreign players in today's game here. So you have Kyron Pollard, Quinton de Kock, and Trent Bolt. That's it. Only 3 foreign players for Mumbai Indians. Mumbai Indians are going with a spin heavy attack here. So they've gone in with Jayant Yadav. They already have Rahul Chahar and they also have Krunal Pandya. So 3 spin bowlers in there. You also have Hardik Pandya, but we're not really sure if Hardik Pandya will be bowling today because he hasn't bowled a single delivery in this entire IPL. So that's another matchup here. Let's just look at how these combinations work. But as far as Delhi Devils are concerned, they have brought in Hetmeyer and Amit Mishra. Now, if you look at the lineup, they have Shaw, Dhawan, Smith, top 3. You have Rishabh Pant, Marcus Stoinis, Shimron Hetmeyer, Lalit Yadav, Ashwin, Rabada, Mishra, and Avesh Khan. So Amit Mishra comes in for Lokmal Meriwala, and Chris Wokes has made way for someone like Shimron Hetmeyer here. So that they have just deepened their batting attack. And if you look at their spin bowling attack as well, they have Ashwin, they have Amit Mishra to ball those spin bowling overs. Obviously, Delhi were playing all their matches so far in the Wankhede Stadium, where spinners have very less assistance. But now the base has been shifted to Chennai. So in Chennai, they will be playing more of spinners. Obviously, if Akshar Patel was in the lineup here, he would have also made his way in the playing 11 here. So we have Amit Mishra and Ravichandran Ashwin that have come into play. So yeah, so that is what it is. And let's take a look at few other matchups here. Now there's something very important here for Bumrah and Rishabh Pant. Bumrah was a Rishabh Pant in IPL 2021, 10 matches, 34 runs, 5 wickets. So in the death, if Rohit Sharma balls Bumrah and if there's Rishabh Pant is born to struggle based on facts. That's what we're predicting here because Rishabh Pant has struggled facing Bumrah over the years. 10 matches in the IPL so far, 34 runs, 5 wickets. Highly impressive by Bumrah, but not so impressive by Rishabh Pant there. So will be interesting to see how Rishabh Pant tackles this problem of Bumrah in today's game here. And even Amit Mishra, now he poses a immense threat to someone like a Rohit Sharma. Amit Mishra dismissed Rohit Sharma 6 times in IPL history, and we all know Rohit Sharma. He is someone who struggles big time against the leg spinners. It's not new news to us. It's not news to us, but Rohit Sharma has struggled. Even if you look at his history, he he has struggled against Rashid Khan. Now this matchup is coming up that he is struggling against Amit Mishra as well. 5 times, no, 6 times in IPL history. So will be interesting again, Amit Mishra, how he looks today because I think he's playing his second game of the season. He played in the first game, then got dropped, but then yeah, he's back in this side. Chennai track is going to assist Amit Mishra, and it will be a very, very, very interesting matchup because as I mentioned, Rohit Sharma struggles to leg spinners, and that is what it is. So, um, talking about a few other things that have come into play. So if we see that there's an injury update that has come into play. Hardik Pandya is suffering a shoulder niggle, and that shoulder niggle is what is preventing him from bowling in this IPL. That is what is we have been hearing so far, that Hardik Pandya has been suffering from a shoulder niggle, and it's a no-brainer here because you already have the likes of Trent Bolt, Jasprit Bumrah, Adam Milne in the previous game, Marco Janssen in the previous games. So Mumbai Indians rather not take that risk of bowling Hardik Pandya. Obviously, looking at the longevity of the IPL, obviously, this is just Mumbai Indians' fourth game, and going ahead, Hardik Pandya may play a big role, for them, as a batsman. So it's highly important that they don't risk Hardik Pandya at the moment because it can prove very, very expensive in the future here. So Hardik Pandya is suffering, so maybe we are not going to see Hardik Pandya ball into this game as well. But looking at the Delhi Capitals history at Chepauk, they have traveled all the way from Mumbai to Chennai, but there is something that might just bother them now. Someone like a Delhi Capitals or the Delhi Daredevils, in the past, they have won the last game at Chepauk way back in 2010. That's 11 years, almost a decade back. They had won their first match at Chepauk. So after that, they haven't won a single game. So the stat is always going to be in their head that they haven't won a single match since 2010 at the MH Chidambaram Stadium. But then, you have Rishabh Pant in the side. And Rishabh Pant is someone who got India that victory after years at the Gabba in Brisbane. So, I will expect something similar that comes into play from someone like a Rishabh Pant because what innings he played at the Gabba, he might just, do something here as well, and take Delhi Capitals to their first victory since 11 years at the particular stadium. So, that is also there. That stat might just play into Delhi Capitals players' mind, but yeah, this is past, as they say. 11 years back is a long history, and Delhi Capitals won't pay much heed to this, but yeah, they will be looking to turn around this record going ahead in this match here. And there are a few other things we could talk about here, but we'll also take a look at the fantasy playing 11 as well. So fantasy playing 11 again plays a very crucial role for you guys, especially because I'm pretty sure that you all must be playing fantasy games. And for that matter, we have the price picks fantasy. Sign up now and we'll be able to match your deposit of up to $100. Use code CRICFIT and you will get the exact match of $100. So, do visit pricepicks.com. There, they are our fantasy partners. And I'm sure, you will love their new format of fantasy game they have implied in on that website here. So with this, I think we should take in a few callers before we move on to other other elements of this show here. So Kavish and I can see Arjun as well. So both of you, I'll be taking you on. I see two young kids have joined here, so will be interesting. Atul has also joined in as well here. Yep. So I think I'll first move to Atul. We'll have a discussion, and then I'll move to Arjun and Kavish here. So uh, hello Atul.
Hello, May.
Yeah, so Atul, if you look at today's match here, Delhi Capitals are playing Amit Mishra and Mumbai Indians are playing Jayant Yadav. Two spinners. Both sides are playing an extra spinner from the last game. But Delhi Capitals at the moment, they haven't won a single game in Chepauk since 2010, and they've also shifted their base from Mumbai to Chennai. How do you look at this entire game here now?
Well, an obvious advantage for Mumbai Indians, I think, before coming into this game. And also, it will be a test for Rishabh Pant's captaincy because in
Yeah,
this game, he's not having proper five bowlers.
yeah,
He need to bowl someone like a Lalit Yadav and Marcus Stoinis. So it will be really important now. Marcus Stoinis bowling will be very important today.
yeah.
So, before coming into this game, I think that Mumbai Indians are having an upper hand. And Jayant
Okay.
Yadav, obviously, he is bought back so that he can bowl against Shikhar Dhawan.
Yeah, and this is a move that has been used by Delhi Capitals, by the Mumbai Indians in the past as well. 2020 final as well. Jayant
Yes,
Yadav came in. He played the
exactly.
only match for Mumbai Indians in that tournament, and that was in the final. And now again the
Yes,
match is against Delhi Capitals, and they've brought back Jayant Yadav here.
yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah. So Atul, with this, I think we'll invite Sahil as well. Yeah, Sahil has joined us here. Hello,
Definitely.
Sahil.
Hi, hi Amay, hi Atul, how are you guys?
Hi, Sahil.
Hi, tell
All
me.
good, all good. So, Sahil, I was
Yeah,
talking about a particular stat here before all of you joined in, and that
right.
is that Rishabh Pant has been dismissed 5 times by Bumrah in 33 deliveries in the history of the IPL. Now, if
Yeah,
Bumrah is bowling at the death, obviously he is going to, and you have Rishabh Pant as well, who will be batting in the death. He comes in at 4 or 5, depending on the situation. So, might just be a sign of worry for Delhi Capitals that Rishabh Pant struggles against Jasprit Bumrah might just hurt them today.
probably. And I think MI has made a very good move of bringing in Jayant Yadav. I think I said in the
Yeah,
last game as well. I think playing in
yeah,
Chennai, it's okay, you play with three foreign players, but get
yeah,
Jayant Yadav in the squad. And especially in Delhi, it makes a lot of logical sense because, there are three
yeah,
lefties in Shimron Hetmyer, Rishabh Pant, and Shikhar Dhawan. And I think he
yeah,
had got Shikhar Dhawan out in the finals last time. The fantastic move,
yeah,
and Jasprit Bumrah is a class bowler. His stats are, surprisingly are always good against a great batsman, and some not so great batsmen have played well against him. So I think,
yeah,
but I am not a big fan of stats, am I? So it happens.
yeah,
You never know. Rishabh Pant can get in this brutal hitting zone today, and can
yeah,
change those stats. But obviously, Jasprit Bumrah is a much upper hand against him, and it will be very imperative for Rishabh Pant to play the captain's innings today. But somehow I feel MI has got all bases covered. And, with the inclusion of
yeah,
Jayant Yadav in the squad, I think the spin attack looks really strong. And
yeah.
I feel it could probably be the frontline spinner for Mumbai, Jayant Yadav.
Yeah, and also Hardik Pandya has not been bowling in this IPL. We saw
Yeah,
him ball during the India series, England India
right.
series, but after that, Hardik Pandya has not been bowling. Zair Khan mentioned after the first two games that Hardik Pandya not bowling is just a part of workload management. But now
Right.
the update that has come into play is that he is carrying a shoulder niggle, which is why he has not been bowling. So on a track like Chennai, Hardik Pandya's variations would have played a very pivotal role for
Yeah.
especially Mumbai, because he balls those slow balls, off breaks, leg breaks, whatever those variations are. They would have come in handy, but will this hurt Mumbai Indians if he decides to not ball in the entire IPL going forward?
Could be because
Yeah,
what has happened as of now in Chennai, it's assisting the spinners. So Krunal
yeah,
Pandya, Rahul Chahar come really good. Rahul Chahar has been bowling brilliantly, but when they
yeah,
move away from Chennai to some other pitches where it may not assist the spinners so much, and one of their fifth bowlers goes for runs, then who's your sixth bowler? You have to probably get in a Kyren Pollard. So that is
yeah,
where the other teams have to utilize that, and that's why Hardik Pandya bowling in the games apart from Chennai is becomes extremely crucial. And but
Yeah.
somewhere I read Mahela Jayawardene also said that he would be bowling after 2 weeks or something because they don't
Yeah.
want to risk his workload management or something. So probably he'll be bowling. So I think I'll be more interested in watching once Mumbai plays matches out of Chennai. How
Yeah.
if one of their bowlers goes for runs, say Krunal Pandya or something, then what happens?
Yep. And
Also,
Atul, what do you have
also,
to say?
may
Yeah.
Also, may I feel that having luxury of Hardik Pandya as a bowler is always a
Yeah.
blessing for a team. Don't
Yeah.
forget, with respect to his slower deliveries, he has also got that ability of to reach that 140 case as well. He can bowl fast at times, so that surprises batsmen. So yes,
Yeah.
missing Hardik Pandya, it will not hurt Mumbai Indians, but yes, it would have been great if Hardik Pandya would have bowled. And I don't think that Hardik Pandya will bowl because they'll definitely not risk Hardik Pandya. They will accept him as a
Yeah.
batsman, as a pure batsman rather.
Yeah. So Pranay has something to say here. After this, Mumbai will be going to Delhi. Amazing assistance for spinners. Now, Mumbai were first playing at Chennai. Already it was assisting the spinners. You had Rahul Chahar picking up 7 wickets in 3 games. Now after this, they're going to Delhi again. Spin friendly tracks. This IPL is just scheduled for Mumbai to excel here. That's what I feel.
Look, I think Mumbai has the solution for everything. Don't you know?
Yeah.
Don't you think? I think if they'll go to even Mumbai, they'll have Jasprit Bumrah and Trent Bolt type of bowlers. They can bowl well in any surface. So I don't think conditions
Yeah.
really matter for a side like Mumbai Indians. They'll do
Yeah.
well wherever they'll go.
Yeah.
Do you guys think today, a question, Delhi by not including Chris Wokes, the bowling attack is a bit weaker because if you see there are only two fast bowlers in Avesh Khan and Rabada, and probably Marcus Stoinis can bowl. But and they have three spinners in Lalit Yadav, Ravichandran Ashwin, and Amit Mishra. Amit Mishra is a great inclusion in place of Lukman Meriwala. But do you think a bowling is a bit? Can you expect the Lalit Yadav to bowl you over 2-3 overs, or they are expecting Marcus Stoinis to bowl 2 overs? That's somewhere I feel it's a bit on a weaker side.
Look, I
Atul?
think obviously Delhi have decided to strengthen their batting a bit as compared to the previous game. Yes, it will be a challenge for Rishabh Pant how he uses Marcus
Yeah,
Stoinis and Lalit Yadav in between.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's important that he brings both of them at the right time. Otherwise,
exactly,
it could be tough because Rishabh Pant have always enjoyed the luxury of five proper bowlers.
exactly
Yeah.
my
So
point.
yes,
Here you
it
have
will be tough, but at the same time, they will enjoy the batting strength as well. And if Steve Smith fires, I think Steve Smith will be an important man here in Chennai. Rotating the strike, coming in number 3 will be really important. It's not Mumbai, it's Chennai.
yeah, that's all.
Yeah. But over the years, you have seen that spin. Steven Smith struggles to spin. Yeah. So him at Chennai, would you have rather considered playing Ajinkya Rahane over him today, at least at Chennai?
I think Steven Smith is too class a player to be dropped in from any squad here. And it's just been
Yeah.
one game, guys. I mean, give them a chance. I mean, I think he deserves a chance ahead of Ajinkya Rahane. So I really love Ajinkya Rahane as a batsman. But I think in
Yeah.
a T20, if given a choice between Steven Smith and Ajinkya Rahane, I would definitely give Steven Smith a 3 to 4 matches to prove
Yeah.
himself.
And
Also, looking at the fact Rahane is not looking at his best. So that is also
Yeah,
one of the reasons.
yeah.
yeah,
Even I agree
that
with
could be.
Atul over here.
Yeah. So, and if you look at their batting here now, they're playing Shimron Hetmeyer. They've dropped Chris Wokes today. Surprised to see not playing Chris Wokes today because I think he was one of Delhi's best bowlers in the last 2 or 3 games here.
Yeah, frankly speaking, I am a bit surprised because he has not done anything that wrong. I mean,
Yeah.
to be dropped from the squad. I mean, okay, you
Yeah.
want a Shimron Hetmer, but probably you could have gotten a one more, other Indian fast bowler. I know it is assisting spinners,
Yeah.
but you already have two spinners in Ashwin or and Amit Mishra. So probably if they wanted Shimron Hetmer in this squad, they should have brought in a proper Indian fast bowler. Probably like
Yeah.
Umesh Yadav. I don't know what wrong Umesh Yadav has done. I mean, okay, he has been expensive for RCB, but you
Yeah.
never know. Look at Glenn Maxwell, how he plays for uh, RCB now and what he used to play for Punjab.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think I would have gotten a Umesh Yadav over here.
Yeah, and if you look like I just read about this yesterday. Umesh Yadav not playing is purely based because he is currently injured. He's carrying some
Acha,
niggle in
okay.
his hamstring, which is why, and he's not 100% fit there. So
Okay,
which is
I
why
wasn't aware
really,
about that. Then it
yeah.
makes
So Yeah, so
probably.
I think he has recovered from that, but I think he's not looking 100%, which is why Delhi are not risking him at the moment. And because you have the World Test Championship, with Ajinkya Rahane in the side, he must be passing on some advice to the management, or just pulling back Umesh Yadav there,
Right.
because he also becomes a very crucial part of that Indian Test side. So if you
Yeah.
play him now with that injury, it might just prove costly for India, because we might just see him play in the playing 11 versus New Zealand in July. So, in June. So, again, but Atul and Sahil, if we look at the Mumbai Indians lineup here, as Atul mentioned, you take this side to any pitch in India, Mumbai Indians can play. Even if you take them to Australia, they have a full pay, four pace attack as well. They can play Bolt, they can play Bumrah, and then you have Marco Janssen. I mean, what else do you need?
They have
I
Adam
mean,
Mill.
Aaron Milne, yeah,
Yes.
Nathan Coulton. Last year they had James Pattinson. I mean,
Yeah.
they but Sahil and Atul, do you think this side next year, they might just find it difficult to buy back all these players, because at the mega auction you're not gonna get Ishan Kishan, you're not gonna be able to retain someone like Ishan Kishan, Surya Kumar Yadav, because they've played for India now, and obviously the first choice players would be Hardik, Rohit, and Jasprit Bumrah.
Yeah, definitely. I think the combination that Mumbai have got in some previous seasons and this season is really good. And I also think that they also work very hard. But
Yeah,
despite of this fact, I believe that they're fortunate enough to get the likes of Surya Kumar Yadav, Ishan Kishan, Krunal
yeah,
Pandya, Hardik Pandya also performs brilliantly. So yes, I think at the same time you also have to give Mumbai Indians the credit, the way they have actually groomed their players.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll go to Kavish and Arjun. Yeah, they have been waiting for a while here. Kavish, have you seen the playing 11 today of Mumbai and Delhi? Would you have liked to see a few other changes coming into
Yes,
play?
I'm really disappointed in the Delhi playing 11 because Chris
Okay.
Wokes is dropped because
Okay.
he proved to be so valuable in the last matches. He took wickets. He took his fielding is outstanding. He took brilliant catches and those wickets in the middle overs, which was so important. So I was really surprised to see him get dropped.
Yeah. Arjun, what do you think?
Same reason. I mean, there was no reason to drop Chris Fox. I mean, he was
Okay.
fielding very good and bowling crucial overs at the dead and that middle overs. So,
Okay.
and in the MI playing 11, they made a good change by bringing Jayant Yadav because of their Delhi have very good left-handers. I mean, Rishabh Pant and Shikhar Dhawan, and someone like
Yeah.
a Simran Hetman who can hit sixes. So it is
Yes.
a very good change. I mean, Jayant Yadav.
Yeah. So who are you supporting today? Mumbai or Delhi? Which side are you on?
Delhi.
Delhi. Are you from Delhi? Is that the reason why you're supporting Delhi?
No, actually, I'm from Karnataka.
Okay, Karnataka. Okay, okay. So, Sahil, I'll come back to you here now.
Sure.
After this, Mumbai go to Delhi from here. Do you see them playing three overseas in Delhi as well?
Yeah, if the pitch has assets spinners, I think I'll go in for a Jayant Yadav for sure any day.
Yeah,
So I think no harm in playing. You have to play your best players. It's not necessary you have to play four overseas players. So I think
yeah,
if your domestic players are giving you the best combination, then why not? And I've been telling that they should have played Jayant Yadav right from the start since they started playing in Chennai. So I think
yeah,
even if the Delhi will a similar pitch, I mean, we'll come to know soon. Then definitely I'll go for a Jayant Yadav. And Jayant Yadav is a really good bowler. He knows how to. And if you don't make him bowl 4 overs, you just make him bowl 2 overs or something. Even if he
yeah,
goes for runs, he can easily cover it up with a Pollard or some other bowlers.
yeah. So, Pranay has something to say about the retentions, what we are talking about here. If they look on long-term basis of long-term retention, Ishan Kishan should be the first choice. Atul, do you think Ishan Kishan first choice retention for Mumbai Indians?
No, I think look before Ishan Kishan, I would go for Surya Kumar Yadav, even a Jasprit
Okay. Yeah.
Bumrah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think there are 2 to 3 players before Ishan Kishan, and then if they got chance, definitely Ishan Kishan is definitely would be one of my choice. Looking at his batting, the way he batted since last 2 years.
Yeah. What would be your first three choice if you were in the Mumbai camp today and you had to retain three players? Who would you retain?
Obviously, Rohit Sharma, Jasprit Bumrah, and Surya Kumar Yadav.
Okay, no Hardik Pandya.
Yes, it will be a bit of, tie between Hardik Pandya and Surya Kumar Yadav, but in the end, I would go with
Okay.
Surya Kumar Yadav.
Okay, Sahil, your future team after Dhoni retires, who would you retain?
I still support the team, but anyways, I'll go for
Yeah,
definitely Rohit Sharma, Jasprit Bumrah, and Hardik Pandya. I mean, Hardik Pandya is the core of the MI team. I mean, I understand Surya Kumar Yadav has been doing a great job for them, but these three have been
yeah,
playing since years, so you cannot, I'll give a preference to Hardik Pandya over Surya Kumar Yadav, and then I'll
yeah.
indulge in a huge bidding war for Surya Kumar Yadav, and then
Hmm.
probably Ishan Kishan, but
But
definitely I'll
Sahil,
go in. Yeah.
I am putting you a condition here. Let's say if Hardik Pandya doesn't bowls usually, so
Huh.
then who will you pick? As a batsman, will
See,
you still go above Surya Kumar?
I think within the next 3-4 months, I think Atul Hardik Pandya would be extremely fine to bowl. They are just managing his workload for the T20 World Cup. They want him really fresh for that. So I think post that he'll be extremely fine to bowl. Yeah, unless he doesn't bowl and all, which I don't think so that will happen. Then maybe you can say a slight chance I'll go over for Surya Kumar Yadav. But if he's bowling, then definitely I'll go for a Hardik Pandya any day.
Yeah,
Yes.
and who would you use your RTM on? Surya Kumar Yadav, Ishan Kishan, or you would look at Krunal Pandya as well?
No, no, definitely Surya Kumar Yadav. I would be fine to lose out on Krunal Pandya, frankly
Yeah,
speaking. I mean, he's done good, but I mean, when you have a player like Hardik Pandya and all, I mean, frankly speaking, Krunal Pandya is good, but he's not that great enough that you will lose the RTM card for him. With
yeah,
due respect to him, I'll
yeah.
use it
So,
even for Ishan Kishan if I can buy Surya Kumar Yadav in the bidding war or whatever.
yeah,
So these will be
and
my top five.
this might just be the last season. We might see the Pandya brothers playing together, because
Yeah,
next season, mega auction, there is going to be heavy bidding for someone like a Krunal Pandya, because he
yeah,
has been the match winner for Mumbai Indians. But the match is all set to begin. Rohit
yeah.
Sharma, Quinton de Kock are at the crease. Sahil, give me your pick for today.
Definitely Mumbai. Definitely MI
Okay.
looks very not because I am from Mumbai, but it is
Yeah,
looks a really strong side on paper. So I don't think
yeah.
so. I am expecting a Rohit Sharma special today. I hope last time
Oh,
he looked in the group, so I just
yeah,
hope and they will be looking to score 170, 175, which this Mumbai team can definitely do.
yeah. Arjun, Delhi Capitals,
Yeah,
today.
yeah, Delhi Capitals, and I think Rishabh Pant will play very good knock. I think.
Good knock. Okay, Kavish.
I'm going with the Mumbai Indians today because
Okay.
I was not supporting the toss that Rohit Sharma won. That because in the second innings there will be a lot of turn, so we can see Ashwin and Amit Mishra get some wickets.
Yeah. Atul.
Well, yesterday I went for an optimistic choice, Rajasthan Royals, and got horribly wrong yesterday. So I am going for a safer choice, so Mumbai Indians today.
Mumbai Indians. Okay. And
Yes.
today, even though I'm a Mumbai supporter, I'm going with Delhi Capitals. I just feel that today they just might win here. But I've been very my choices have gone the other way around in this tournament, especially with players who have come from Pune. Yeah,
Pune.
Sahil.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I
So
can understand that my last year my choices went horribly wrong when I
yeah,
supported CSK. So I can understand your pain. It's okay.
yeah. So yeah, so match has begun here. Thank you, Kavish, Sahil, Atul, and Arjun for joining in. Kavish and Arjun, we'll try to take you for more time next time onwards. But yeah, lovely talking to you too. The sense of knowledge you to have at this age is
Yeah.
commendable here. But
How old are you
and
guys? I mean, I'm getting
I'm
complex
13.
talking to these guys.
wow,
I am
Arjun, how
12.
old are you?
I am 12.
12
Wow.
and 13 years old. Oh my God.
Wow.
It's
I would
it's
not
good to
be,
see
I
you.
was never confident talking in front of anyone at the age of 12 and 13. And look at these guys.
Exactly, same here. But nonetheless, I think we'll take this conversation forward after the match gets over on Instagram Live. Thank you,
Yeah,
Kavish, Sahil, Atul, and Arjun for joining in. We'll wrap the show up. Match has already begun, so we would like to go and enjoy the match here. For now, this is Amit Petkar signing off. But before I sign off, do visit PricePicks.com. Sign up now and we'll match your deposit up to $100. Use the code CRICFIT to avail this offer from PrizePicks.com. They have a very unique setup of a fantasy game, so do visit it, and you'll find it very intriguing than the usual ones we see these days. Yeah, but nonetheless, again, the match has begun. 2 balls have already been balled, and I think I should take your leave. So this is Amay Petkar signing off, and I'll see you after the match on Instagram Live.